officially became the champions last night. And later today, we will see who will win the men's side in the NCAA. Also, it's crazy that this is the last week of the NBA regular season. Games will wrap up this Sunday, and then the play-in tournament will begin on Tuesday. Also, this past Thursday, it was officially MLB opening day, and there were 9 divisional matchups on opening day. So it's officially baseball season as well. And then we can't forget about football, even though I know it is the off season, but keep in mind those off season workouts will be coming up soon for the players in the NFL. Since last month was International Women's Month, I'm going to start off the show talking about those girls who became the first time champs ever yesterday, LSU, and how they were able to become this first year's champion to beat Iowa. Coming into the game, Iowa was the 2nd seed and LSU was the 3rd seed. Iowa's record was 31-7, and then LSU's was 34-2. So this win does make it the first title in program history for Louisiana, and they also broke a record for the most points scored in a championship game. But looking ahead, if you guys are here in Cleveland, keep in mind that next year, the women's Final Four is going to be coming to Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse here in Cleveland on April 5th and 7th in 2024. Tickets will go on sale this fall if you guys want to see the women's Final Four next year in Cleveland. Also, while we're speaking of teams coming to Cleveland, Cleveland will be getting another major team coming to town as they're going to be getting a new pro soccer team, and Cleveland will be building a brand new stadium for them downtown by 2025, and the soccer team is going to be called the Cleveland Cleats. Now back to LSU. Their head coach, Kim Mulkey, in 1982 led Louisiana Tech to their first ever NCAA championship. And then after she was coaching Baylor, she coached them to 3 national titles. And then she returned to her home state where she now coaches LSU. And now she just led the Tigers to their first ever title in program history just after being there for 2 seasons. So LSU was able to get the national title win with their win 102-85 over Iowa. Iowa star Caitlin Clark did have 30 points and was very heartbroken in her post-game interview. There's been a lot of controversy. A lot of people saw Caitlin Clark wave off a player in their game against South Carolina, and she was also doing the John Cena "You Can't See Me." So a lot of people are mad now because Angel Reese was doing it back to her when they were about to win the game yesterday. So Clark did score 14 points in the first quarter of the national championship game. That is tied for the 3rd most points in a single quarter in the Final Four since quarters were adopted in 2016. She's just trailing Katie Lou Samuelson in the 2019 semifinal, and then the other person she's trailing is actually herself from their game on Friday night. So there was a lot of talk the whole season how people said that LSU wouldn't win, and a lot of people didn't like their reaction or celebration. So Tigers player Angel Reese said in her interview that all year she was critiqued about who she was. She said, "I don't fit the narrative or the box that you guys want me to be in." She said that people said she was too hood, too ghetto all season long, but when others did the same thing she did, they wouldn't say anything. She also said that she will never change who she is. She's going to be unapologetically her, and that this win was for the girls who look like her, and they're going to speak up for what they believe in. Like I said, LSU did break a record to score the most points in a women's championship game, as well as the Tigers' Alex Morris scored or assisted on 27 of LSU's points in the second half of the game. So she stepped up big with her team to get them the championship win. Also, it's been a journey for Angel Reese. She did score 15 points in the championship game, along with having 5 assists and 10 rebounds. She originally committed to playing at Maryland in 2020 as the 2nd player in the nation, and then she transferred to LSU after an up and down 2 years with Maryland. She also earned the unanimous first team All-American. She now has won Most Outstanding Player and now has her first national championship. Also, the Tigers' Jasmine Carson had a great game coming off the bench as she scored 22 points along with 3 rebounds in 22 points, and she was 7 for 8 on her shooting for the night. Also, with Iowa's loss, Purdue is the only remaining team in 1999. They are the only Big Ten team that has now ever won the championship in women's basketball in the Big Ten. Also looking at another Tigers player, Flau'jae Johnson, who is the daughter of the upcoming rap star Camouflage. She is in a unique position where she's now able to monetize her position in music, as she's with Rock Nation, and basketball, as college athletes are now able to have the NIL deals. She is currently a freshman this year at LSU. In the championship game, she had 10 points with 4 assists and 7 rebounds in the game. So she's clearly both talented on and off the court with her music. So congrats to the LSU Tigers on winning their first national championship in program history. Right now I'm going to take my first break, but like I said, Flau'jae does make music, and if you guys thought I wasn't going to play a song of hers, you guys thought wrong. Here's Flau'jae's song, Her Point of View. This is Ball Talk with Brandy. I'll be right back.
Change your point of view and how you look at it. Yeah, that's how I look at it. Yeah, keep that too. Look. Yeah. You just gotta change your point of view and how you look at it. I see my grandma in that casket, I can look at it. And I'm really full of some trauma, I just look happy. This is that day I made a promise, I won't look backwards. I just had to change my point of view and how I look at it. I see my grandma in that casket, I can look at it. And I'm really full of some trauma, I just look happy. It's since that day I made a promise, I won't look back. Keep fighting when you low, cause everybody got a demon. I don't ever judge a soul, cause everybody got a reason. One day you gon' be chose, cause everybody got a season. The world is turning cold, like everybody so anemic. I was depressed all by myself, ain't had no way to go. Knew I just had to keep on pushing slow like radio. They recognize me by my voice, I'm on the radio. Think they finna sink the boat, no I can't say no more, can't play no more. Crazy how them tables turn, man, I just look at it. When they call my phone asking for money, I don't look at it. And my mama really superwoman, now that I look at it. I remember we ain't had no money, now I look past it. You just gotta change your point of view and how you look at it. I see my grandma in that casket, I can look at it. And I'm really full of some trauma, I just look happy. This is that day I made a promise, I won't look backwards. I just had to change my point of view and how I look at it. I see my grandma in that casket, I can look at it. And I'm really full of some trauma, I just look happy. It's since that day I made a promise, I won't look back. And I made a promise I would win, so I'm still grinding. I hope you looking down at me, I hope you still smiling. I'ma give my mama everything because she still riding. Know that we gon' catch her when they see us, so they still hiding. They don't know I play for keeps, I just wrote a J for ski. Still gon' rep that H to V, in the hood it's safe to me. If I fall, who's saving me? I just know how the hater be. On the low, they afraid of me, always afraid what they can't see. Ain't got no time for no distraction, got a family to feed. Who gon' take care of my brother, something happen to me? And you gotta cut a check, I'm never rapping for free. They used to say I couldn't do it, now they clapping for me. You just gotta change your point of view and how you look at it. I see my grandma in that casket, I can look at it. And I'm really full of some trauma, I just look happy. This is that day I made a promise, I won't look back. I just had to change my point of view and how I look at it. I see my grandma in that casket, I can look at it. And I'm really full of some trauma, I just look happy. It's since that day I made a promise, I won't look back. And I just look at it. I see my grandma in that casket, I can look at it. I can look at it. I see my grandma in that casket. No, I can look. You gotta change your point of view and how you look at it. I see my grandma in that casket, I can look at it.
This is WNRV 108.1.
Triple B's, man. People scared to change. We not. So. What you rockin' ZO2s? I'm blowing past some ZO2. You know I got a ZO2. Pay respect and pay your dues. Switching lanes, ZO2. I change the game, ZO2. They know my name, ZO2. Pay respect and pay your dues. Shouts out to Future, keep guap on me. Shout out to Beats, cause I keep me a lot on me. Shout out to everyone doubting me. Changing the game and they make cause I'm charging fees. Know the name, you see the fame. All my socials got the check. If you talking out of line, put these stripes across your neck. In my Under Armour X-Man. X-Man without the X. Man, I only feel God. I keep a cross across my chest. What you rockin' ZO2s? I'm blowing past some ZO2. You know I got a ZO2. Pay respect and pay your dues. Switching lanes, ZO2. I change the game, ZO2. They know my name, ZO2. Pay respect and pay your dues. Pass me the ball and I'm shooting. I hop on the beat just to geek and go stupid. Don't talk if you clueless, just stay in your lane cause my people is moving. With them beats, it's a movement. I dropped out of school cause I'm smarter than students. Only 1 year I was done with the Bruins. Slaving for free, I was offered to move it. Millions of dollars, I took it, I'm human. I'm taking that cash, I don't care if I lose it. Brody on beats and it sounded so fluent. Trust in the brain cause you know what we doing. What you rockin' ZO2s? I'm blowing past some ZO2. You know I got it, ZO2. Pay respect and pay your dues. Switching lanes, ZO2. I change the game, ZO2. They know my name, ZO2. Pay respect and pay your dues. Came in the game and I'm ballin'. I'm looking for comp, I can't find no opponent. I'm looking for problems, I see it, I solve it. If you and I'm better, then why are you talking? People know me when I'm walking. I'm suited up, I'm Tony Starkin. Get from around me when I'm parking. I need some space, I drive a rocket. Diamonds on my neck, dripping like a faucet. Big baller brand, know you see me bossing. Never caught a deal, still Randy Moss and had to change the culture, everything revolved. What you rockin' ZO2s? I'm blowing past some ZO2. You know I got it, ZO2. Pay respect and pay your dues. Switching lanes, ZO2. I change the game, ZO2. They know my name, ZO2. Pay respect and pay your dues.
Yo, what's poppin'? It's your local homeboy Crisis, letting y'all know Monday from 5 to 6, live on WNRV. Check out my dog, the good sis, Brandy, with Ball Talk.
Welcome back to Ball Talk. Right before the break, I was talking about the women LSU Tigers winning their first national championship, and now we're going to look at the men's basketball championship. That is tonight. The game will be on CBS at 9:20 p.m. Eastern Time. It's the 4th seed UConn versus the 5th seed San Diego State. Also, the last time UConn and San Diego State faced off in the NCAA tournament was when Kemba Walker was playing for UConn and Kawhi Leonard was playing for San Diego State. That was in 2011 during the Sweet 16. Now, if San Diego State is able to win tonight, they'll also be winning their first championship in school history, just like LSU. But on the other hand, if UConn wins, they'll be getting their 5th national title, which would tie them for the 4th most ever, along with Duke and Indiana. Also, keep in mind that this March Madness was filled with so many surprises, as all number 1 seeds failed to even reach the Elite 8 this year, which is the first time ever in tournament history not having a first seed in the Elite 8. This year, UConn has a record of 30-8, and San Diego is 32-6, with them beating Gonzaga 82-54 to reach their first Final Four since 2014, was the largest Elite 8 win by any team since 1992. Right now, UConn is the favorite to win the championship, but they will have to play some defense in order to beat San Diego State. They'll also be playing San Diego State's bench the most out of any team that they've played so far, as San Diego State's bench does play a lot of minutes, so that is something to keep in mind as you guys watch tonight's game. But next week, we will talk about who won the national championship on the men's side. Also, Arizona's loss to Princeton the first day of the tournament knocked out 93% of brackets in ESPN's tournament challenge. So out of 20 million entries, less than 35,000 were perfect through the first 7 games. As well, Gonzaga making it to the Sweet 16 was their 8th consecutive time, and it breaks a tie with the 1986 to 1992 Duke for the 3rd longest streak in tournament history. Now we are going to look at the NBA. Like I said, the NBA regular season is in the final week. This season will be the last of the games for this regular season this Sunday. Then the play-in tournament will begin April 11th, this next Tuesday, through Friday, April 14th. It will include the teams that are 7th through 10th seed in each conference. And then the NBA playoffs will begin on Saturday, April 15th. And the playoffs should wrap up no later than Sunday, June 18th. So right now I'm going to give you guys a look into the standings as of today in each conference. So if it would end today, these are the teams that would be in it. Now, a lot of teams are just a couple games away from each other. So these last few games that are remaining in the season are going to be very important to decide who is in that play-in and at what seed they will be in the playoffs. So to start looking at the Eastern Conference, those seeds 1 to 10. First, we have the Milwaukee Bucks, then the Boston Celtics, the Philadelphia 76ers, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the New York Knicks. Those teams are the first 5 seeds in the East, and they have all already clinched playoffs. So then looking at the 6th seed, the last spot before the play-in is the Brooklyn Nets. So number 7 is the Miami Heat, then the Atlanta Hawks, the Toronto Raptors, the Chicago Bulls, and the Chicago Bulls are the only team that has clinched the play-in so far, is the Toronto Raptors. And then the teams after that are the Washington Wizards, Orlando Magic. And then the teams that are already eliminated in the East are the Indiana Pacers, Charlotte Hornets, and the Detroit Pistons. Moving over to the Western Conference in the NBA, which is a little bit closer than the East side in the standings. Looking at the number 1 seed is the Denver Nuggets, and then the Memphis Grizzlies and the Sacramento Kings. Those top 3 teams have already clinched playoffs, and then to look at the 4th seed is the Phoenix Suns, and then the Los Angeles Clippers and the Golden State Warriors. A lot of people thought without LeBron that the Lakers wouldn't be able to make playoffs or the play-in, but right now they are sitting at the 7th seed in the play-in and are just trailing behind Golden State by not too much. Then looking at the 8th spot is the New Orleans Pelicans, and then the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Oklahoma City Thunder. After that, at 11 is the Dallas Mavericks and then the Utah Jazz. And then there's 3 teams in the West that are already eliminated. Those teams are the Portland Trail Blazers, San Antonio Spurs, and the Houston Rockets. So tonight there are no games at all in the NBA, but you guys are going to want to tune in tomorrow as there's going to be some good matchups that you guys are going to want to watch. The Los Angeles Lakers are going to be playing the Utah Jazz, and the Minnesota Timberwolves will be playing the Brooklyn Nets. The Atlanta Hawks will be playing the Chicago Bulls. Golden State will be playing OKC. And if you're looking for a TV coverage matchup, the best game tomorrow will be on TNT at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be a good matchup in the East as the Philadelphia 76ers are going to take on the Boston Celtics for their last match of the season in Philly. Looking at this Wednesday on TV on ESPN at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time to start, the Chicago Bulls will take on the Milwaukee Bucks, and then at 10 p.m. the Lakers are going to play the other LA team, the Clippers. Now moving forward to this weekend for the last 3 days of the regular season, on Friday on NBA TV at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, the Milwaukee Bucks are going to take on the Memphis Grizzlies. And then after that at 10:30 p.m., the Phoenix Suns will be taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. Then looking at Sunday, April 9th is the last day of the regular season. Some games you're going to want to check out to see where your team or other teams will be landing in playoffs. The Los Angeles Clippers will be playing the Phoenix Suns, as well as the Lakers will be playing the Utah Jazz again. And then the Philadelphia 76ers are going to be playing the Brooklyn Nets. And then there's going to be a close matchup between the New Orleans Pelicans and the Minnesota Timberwolves, along with the Denver Nuggets will be taking on the Sacramento Kings to wrap up the regular season. Right now, I'm going to take a break. When I come back, I'm going to talk a little bit more basketball, and then we're going to have a special guest in the building. Make sure you guys stay tuned in. This is Ball Talk with Brandy. I'll be right back.
Give me a beat, Jay.
Lost God.
They see me up now. Hit my line, they like, what's up now? What's up? Diamonds on my neck, the rollie bust down. Bust down. Pull up to the club in Bentley trucks now. They know what's up now. What's up they see me up now. What's up? Just hit my line, they like, what's up now? What's up? Diamonds on my neck, the rollie bust down. Bust down. Pull up to the club in Bentley trucks now. They know what's up now. What's up now? Yeah. They see me up now, so don't hit my line. Facts. I just flooded out the bezel, I can't see the time. Told her hop inside the spaceship, she lost her mind. And I keep getting better like a glass of wine. Come wine for me, come shake it on me. Shake it. Try to run up, but the on me. Lacoste t-shirts, so I keep the gator on me. Doing what I'm supposed to do, so them haters on me. Nothing but ballers on my team, so it's players only. Pulling up in big foreigns, yeah, it's flavors only. And we copping real estate, yeah, gated only. Dripped out when I spit, got the labels on me. And I'm smoking on a purple label on me. Young from the rock, they jabronis. Major phonies, that ain't your homie. Paid they tab for a minute, now them They see me up now. Just hit my line like, what's up now? Diamonds on my neck, the rollie bust down. Pull up to the club in Bentley trucks now. They know what's up now. They see me up now. Hit my line, they like, what's up now? Diamonds on my neck, the rollie bust down. Pull up to the club in Bentley trucks now. They know what's up now. Yeah.
Y'all do stars in the ceiling, we do real stars. Pulling up every roof missing on our cars. Pulling up every bitch on the stripper's off. I leave a tip today, she in the crib tomorrow. Get right today, we take a trip tomorrow. Private jets, you ain't got a shot, we hit the mall. Private section in the club, take them Vickies off. Honey pack on your these, phone on D&D, yeah, I switch it off. Headed back to the city, we can kick it off. Run it back to Sean Jack, yeah, I kick it off. Your friend hating on your line, tell her get lost. She throw that back, I catch it Randy Moss. Never get a prego, but I got the sauce. Hit the Cayman Islands, pull up in that Cayman Porsche. Times and I came in four.
Just hit my line, they like, what's up now? Diamonds on my neck, the rollie bust down. Pull up to the club in Bentley trucks now. They know what's up now. They see me up now. Just hit my line, they like, what's up now? Diamonds on my neck, the rollie bust down. Pull up to the club in Bentley trucks now. They know what's up now. Yeah.
WNRV 108.1.
I got that stick on, I don't. Lost a couple homies to the, okay, I said that. Looking on me like they better go put that bed back. Like, no, it ain't no low fish, they can catch me with that bread at. 100,000 cool, but that ain't really with my head at. I need 3, I need 4, I think I need a whole lot. New generation files, we still be passing around them old. We got kicked up out that condo, we was smoking out the whole spot. I'm tryna duck my past, I keep on calling up my old thoughts. Yeah. I can't fight no show. I'm gon' jump up in a foreign, but let Jesus take the wheel. Real day, county baby floating good for the crib with me. Wishing for the best, that's the hope in me. I be floating good, I ain't even bring a boat with me. They say I'm a star, oh I can they see the goat in me. Motivate my people, I motivate my section, yeah. I can't fight no show. I'm gon' jump up in a foreign, but let Jesus take the wheel. Real day, county baby floating good for the crib.
They made me, little city baby, got a mouth full of goals with the dukes like Daisy. If I grew up on that trick, I don't really care for Jay-Z. Won't let Nat and play me scrap like the Navy. My nigga only let me hurt, I feel like Jalen. To get my nigga back, it ain't nothing I won't trade. Wanna let me in the door, you know I had to sneak my way in. And I brought the bros with me like the way. Like 2, 3 drinks to start my day, but ain't no telling how my day. I like girls, tell her pull up with a gay friend. Good weed and some lit, baby, welcome to my playpen. Grew up on that Jeezy, that's that thug motivation.
I can't fight no show. I'm gon' jump up in a foreign, but let Jesus take the wheel. Real day, county baby floating good for the crib.
Okay, I ain't have no motivation, cause the ones that supposed to motivate was really hate. Exchange got the big homie looking at the baby. Put it in the face and clean them up, don't need no maybes. Hard night life when my brother pop a chick. Just when he started smoking, we was rolling switches. Real city baby, stepping like the major. Front line, I tell her what up on the cases. Really tryna motivate, really good in my hood, I'm by the stove today. Yeah, really wanna float, I'm on a boat today. Good eyesight, I got the scope today. I can't fight no show. I'm gon' jump up in a foreign, but let Jesus take the wheel. Real day, county baby floating good for the crib.
Yo, what's poppin'? This is DJ Dreamer. You are tuned into Ball Talk with the sports guru, my girl, Brandy.
720 when I ride out. I just gotta come and down the pole when I buy it out.
Oh, starting on you, big spender, yeah. 100 on my wrist, yeah. Oh,
Starting on your big tipper, yeah. 100 on my wrist, yeah. Starting on your big spender, yeah. 100 on my wrist, yeah. Starting on your big tipper, yeah. 100 on my wrist, yeah.
Dollar. Real money when I stun it might go overhead. I probably buy a dealership before I ever blow the bread. All my diamonds gold in the face inside my rollie red. I eat a holy spread and I only fly in Boeing jets. All of the family got paper. We from the land of the Raiders. Pick up the phone for a check. We never check for the haters. That's what suckers do. And we say sucker proof. I got my stunner shades and I'm stunting on you.
Starting on your big spender, yeah. 100 on my wrist, yeah. Starting on your big tipper, yeah. 100 on my wrist, yeah. Starting on your big spender, yeah. 100 on my wrist, yeah. Starting on your big tipper, yeah. 100 on my wrist, yeah. 720 when I ride out. Blue hunters gotta coming down the pole when I buy it out. She wanna f me, tell me fly her out. Put a chandelier on her, got her shining like a lighthouse. Big fish dropping out the right wrist. Rabbits in the room, I got carrots on the right. Haters online, they just mad they can't type this. Had her in the pool throwing money, yeah, you like this little Starting on your big spender, yeah. 100 on my wrist, yeah. Starting on your big tipper, yeah. 100 on my wrist, yeah. Starting on your big spender, yeah. 100 on my wrist, yeah. Starting on your big tipper, yeah. 100 on my wrist, yeah.
I spend a lot, I wine and dine and thought I do my ditty bop. There's plenty rocks and shining in this clock. This is a paddock watch. I love the hoe, I wanna cuff the hoe. I let my brother know, he told me no, don't be no Romeo, but I'll be lonely though. We popping up, nobody stopping us. I ain't never copying no, they be jocking us. Shorty got a booty, I love it, but we don't talk enough. I got hella bougie, I'm clutching, don't be just walking up. Boom.
Starting on your big spender, yeah. 100 on my wrist, yeah. Starting on your big tipper, yeah. 100 on my wrist, yeah. Starting on your big spender, yeah. 100 on my wrist, yeah. Starting on your big tipper, yeah. 100 on my wrist, yeah.
This is WNRV 108.1.
Hey, money old, I'm on an old school beat. Hey, not Halloween, but I got some tricks that give me trees. Hey, I put my maid in the street, cause that gon' sweep. Street sweeper, she a keeper. In my pocket, girl. I done came through and I'm riding in a Tesla. I don't f with bro, so I had to charge them extra. Never say never, but never seen it better. No. They ask me what's next, my response was pressure. Money come and go, but the business always grow. A connecting dots like I play Connect Fold. A picking thoughts like an eeny, miny, mo. A nigga super hot, so they gon' blow. Yo, what you mean? On a mission. Got a from Houston, but I'm still not tipping. Tipping 4 foes. Chillin' with my bros. Quarter in the ocean, so I'm gon' roll. Lil' boat. I'm a psychic, lil' running bands up, getting rich. Damn. Told her best friend my big, she a snitch. Money old, I'm on an old school beat. Hey, not Halloween, but I got some tricks to give me. I done came through in a foreign and I'm riding. Say I'm just a son, that's why they shine. When I play, I'm seeking, hiding. That do what I say, so they call me Simon. If they say I'm broke, you a motherfucking liar. If she ride me good, change that hoe attire. If she me good, get whatever you desire. Said I'm good, I said stupid, I'm fire. Good, what you mean? Good, what's the hold up? If you talking crazy, get your photo. If you talking crazy, get your stupid rotor. I've been having since the old school Motorola. I'm a psychic, lil' running bands up, getting rich. Damn. Told her best friend my big, she a snitch. Goddamn. Money old, I'm on an old school beat. Money old. Hey, not Halloween, but I got some tricks to give me trees. Hey, I put my maid in the street, cause it gon' sweep. a keeper. In my pocket, got. Oh, say. What up? I put my maid in the street because I don't sweet.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Ebony with an I and the ball's in her court now. It's my girl Brandy on Mondays from 5 to 6 with her new show, Ball Talk. Check it out.
Welcome back to Ball Talk, everybody. Right before the break, I was talking a little bit of NBA, but we're done with the NBA now because we have a special guest in the building. Right now, I am with Brown safety, DeAnthony Bell. Thank you for coming. How are you today? I'm pretty good. So we have to take a few steps back and talk about how you got to the NFL. So to start in high school, you did play 3 positions that were on the offensive side of the ball. So how did you end up switching to safety?
Well, from high school, I went to college. My first college, I went there to play receiver. And then one of my homeboys from Atlanta, he was at another school. And he was like, man, we need somebody to play safety. So I'm like, hey, I'll play whatever it takes. So then from that point on, I went there and played safety. And then I guess it turned out in my favor, to be honest.
So you were playing at Iowa Central Community College when you switched positions. Right. So then tell everybody your journey of heading to West Florida.
So I went to Iowa Central in like 2016, and then I left there with some money issues, just like family stuff. Couldn't really afford school for real, so I left and I sat out for a semester and started working with my pops doing construction and stuff. And then around 2018, I got a full offer to Butler Community College from Coach Abbott, so shout out Coach Abbott. And then from there, I left and went to West Florida. I had a lot of D1 offers from Butler, but due to like grades and just history of schools, I had to go D2, so I ended up going to West Florida.
So then after West Florida, you were invited to the Browns camp, and you became the first undrafted free agent to make the roster under Andrew Berry. So how was minicamp for you and then finding out that you made the roster?
It was good. It was everything that I expected. I came in like, hey, I'm going to make the team. I'm going to do what I got to do. So when I first came in, learning the playbook was a big thing for me. So I had a lot of one-on-one time with Coach Howard at the time, so he's not there no more, but I had Coach Howard. Then me and him was just every day back-to-back going over the playbook, and it just helped me make plays throughout the whole camp to make the team.
So how'd you find out?
Well, I was at home, so they was like, hey, we're going to call you and let you know. So I'm in the hotel. We were staying at the hotel in the time. I'm at the hotel. I'm waiting. I wake up at like 8 a.m. I'm looking at my phone all day. So I didn't get no call. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to go to the facility. So I went around 12. And soon I sat down in my locker. Andrew Berry called me and was like, hey, you made the roster. Congratulations. So it was super exciting.
So you have had a tough journey making it to the NFL. So what would you say has been the hardest part for you so far?
The hardest part is probably just staying on the journey, believing in yourself and continuing to do what you know you can do. So, sometimes when it's a long road, people give up. And, you give up on yourself. You believe that it's not meant to be, but as I kept going, it just showed me that every time, I thought it was a dark moment, God would just give me a little bit of light to just keep me going and going. So just staying in it and keep going, that was probably the hardest moment.
So the opposite of that, would you say has been the best moment or the best rewarding thing for you?
Making it here. And then, seeing my family, like being excited, watching me throughout this whole journey and having my back, being behind me. So especially my mama, just watching her be happy for me. So that was like the most rewarding for sure.
So you're from the South where it's warm. You're now here in Cleveland. So what's been your favorite thing about the city of Cleveland while you've been here?
Honestly, I haven't explored Cleveland like that.
What?
I really just been working,
Right.
When I came here, I was like, man, I'm just going to work. And then this whole off season, I probably was in Atlanta for most of the time. Then I came back here. And the whole time I'm here, I just work. I be like, hey, I got to put in work while I'm here. So I really ain't explored as much, but I put on my Instagram the other day was some good food places. So a lot of people gave me recommendations. So we're going to see what I can do when I got free time.
Right. Cleveland's fun. A lot of people think it's not, but we have some fun things here. So you became the first player in West Florida's program history and your high school to make an NFL roster. So how does that feel? And then going back to those schools and seeing kids who are there now?
Honestly, it just feel like it's meant to be. When you go through all those trials and tribulations and then you end up being the first in so many different things, it's like it was just my journey. It was meant for me to just show kids that no matter where you go, you can have a way out. You can have it's somebody that can make it that's close to you. So every time I go home, I try to talk to those kids and let them know, like, hey, you know, no matter where you go or what you do, like if you continue on the journey and continue to trust God, that you can make it no matter what.
So it was your rookie year. What would you say was the biggest thing you learned your rookie year in the NFL?
Biggest thing I learned. That's hard. I mean, I thought it was gonna be a lot different. You know, I didn't think I was gonna make as many plays as I did when I came in. I'm like, man, it's gonna be hard. Everybody gonna be really good, but I mean, for me, it kind of came kind of natural. Like, I made a lot of plays. The speed of the game was pretty easy for me. I was a lot faster than a lot of people. So, I won't say easy, but I think I adapted well to the situation.
So you are in your rookie year. Is there anything you would say was, like, unexpected in the NFL that you thought before you got there?
Unexpected. What you mean? What you mean by that?
Well, a lot of people, like, other players have said, like, you know, they expected, like, when they signed, they got their deal, and then players get cut. And then, you know, a lot of fans think, like, that money's still coming in. So anything, like, for you that you thought coming to NFL was going to be different?
Well, one thing I didn't really know is, like, how much people really get cut and people get brought in. So, like, just seeing the situations of you'll get close to somebody and then the next day they gone. And you like, dang. And then it's a new person in that locker. Like, soon they cut them, they clean out the locker, and they put a new person's name on there. So just seeing that is like, dang, it's like shocking. It make you get on your grind because you're like, man, I ain't trying to be out there. I ain't trying to be cut. So just seeing that was definitely unexpected to see. And then just being able to see people you don't watch their whole life on TV. Like, you're like, all right, cool. I'm playing next to, you know, so-and-so. Like Amari Cooper. Like, I've been watching him since Alabama. You feel me? So seeing people like that is definitely unexpected. And then, you know, you see how they work, and it teach you a lot about yourself. And you're like, dang, I got to work harder, or I'm working just as hard. So
you talk about Amari Cooper. Are there any other players that you've looked up to, or players in your position?
In the whole entire league or my team?
In the whole league, current or former.
Really not no current players, but of course a lot of older players like Troy Polamalu, Ed Reed, you know, Bob Sanders. I watch a lot of those old safeties because, you know, I'm one of those guys that like to hit, so they got my type of game, how I like to play. A person on my team would probably be Nick Chubb. I've been watching Nick Chubb for a long time because, you know, I'm from Georgia, so him playing at UGA, you know, that was big. So seeing him in person, that's dope.
So you did have a relationship with Coach Jeff Howard before you came to Cleveland. So what was that like having him once you came here?
It was nice because it was like we just rekindled and clicked right back where we were from the bowl game. So me learning to play the playbook at the bowl game, you know, it kind of just transferred into the Browns playbook. You know, we was doing the same things we were at the bowl game, just a new playbook. And then one that he knew very well, you know. So it was pretty easy, you know. He still call and text me to this day. So me and him still cool. We always going to be cool. So shout out Coach Howard.
So you now have Jim Schwartz as the new coordinator in Cleveland. So what are you looking forward to now having him as a coach?
Well, I don't think I'm really looking forward to anything, but he has a lot of great history with physical and fast defenses. So that's the way I like to play, and that's a lot of teams that I played on. They play the same exact way. So just seeing how he going to put everybody in the right position to make plays. You know, I love what he did on his previous teams' defense. So I'm kind of excited. I'm looking forward to it.
So what are you looking forward to this next season?
I'm just looking forward to the transition of my first year to second year. Just seeing how much easier the game will come to me and seeing how many more plays I can make now that I know what to expect from certain players and certain teams and just certain schemes in general. So, and then, you know, you play teams twice when you're in the NFL. So just knowing those teams and you know what they run, know what they like to do, it makes it a lot easier your second year.
So a lot of people want to know, when you first come into the league, what'd you use your first game check on? Anything special or no?
I don't spend no money for real. Like, I like to save a lot of money, but I did buy my mama some stuff for like Christmas and stuff, and then I took her to DR for her birthday. That was like,
oh, that's fun.
Not too long ago. We went from March 13th to the 20th. So.
All right. So you're from the South. I got to get into some fun questions. Ranch or blue cheese?
Ranch.
All right.
Easy.
I'm glad we agreed on that.
That's easy.
So if you're deserted on an island, what Browns teammate do you want with you and why?
Dang, that's tough. taking none of the DBs with me at all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, nah, I can't take now one of them. I gotta take. I don't know. I feel like I gotta take one of the old linemen because they gonna know how to hunt or something. They gonna know how to fish or something.
Right, Wyatt Teller.
Yeah, I gotta take somebody that know how to do that. So Wyatt, probably. Yeah, Wyatt for sure. That's probably the best answer.
All right. So who would you say, you might want to say yourself, but who would you say is the funniest person on the team?
Funniest person on the team. It gotta be between AJ Green or Mike Harley.
Okay.
Yeah, they probably the funniest for sure.
So, might be a little messy question, but who would you say has the messiest locker?
The messiest locker?
Yeah.
Perion Winfrey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, only because he's right next to me.
So there you go. You see it.
I look, and all I see is 97, number 97 stuff all in my locker. So I'm like, yeah.
Move that back to the other side.
Probably him.
So give me 2 facts or something that fans wouldn't know about you.
Facts. I like cars. I like cars a lot, and I like reading a lot. So
Okay.
I read a lot of books. So.
What kind of books are you into?
Right now I'm reading the Quran, the Muslim Bible. So right now I'm reading that, and I also am reading 3 Magic Words. That's one of my favorite books. I read it like 3 or 5, like a couple times, but it's one of my favorites though.
That's what I need to do. I need to start reading some more.
You got to.
But what kind of cars?
Any kind of car. I want so many cars, it don't make no sense. like me and my uncle, that's all we did. Like talk about cars, work on cars. So he finna open up his own car shop. So ain't no telling how many cars I'm finna have now. It's gonna be crazy. So
now you had your first year in the NFL. What are like some things you want to like check off your bucket list while you're playing?
Bucket list. Well, we played against Tom Brady, so I checked that one off. Got to play against the GOAT. Bucket list. As far as like in the game or just in general?
Just in general.
Oh, probably just going on vacation. Going everywhere. I want to travel a lot, so going to see a lot of different places and buying a lot of different cars.
There you go. Yeah. Vacation and cars.
Yeah.
So after football, is there anything that you like want to get into? You know, a lot of players want to do different things, whether it's coaching, real estate. Have you thought about anything like that?
Well, me, I'm definitely going to take the entrepreneur route. And I got a couple ideas I already been working with my management team. So we got a couple things already getting started up, which is really good. But yeah, probably entrepreneurship is probably going to be my route for sure.
All right. That's all I have for you. Wasn't too much. I appreciate you for coming. Anything you want to say to fans or where they can check you out on social media to keep up with you in the off season?
Oh yeah, well, I just want to thank everybody in Cleveland, for supporting me, for making the team and just showing me all the love that they showed me. The Browns showed me a lot of love with a lot of episodes on building the Browns, so shout out to the Browns for that. And then my social is just DJBMXVII. It's just DJB1017 and Roman numerals, and that's my Instagram. So thank you.
All right, everybody. This was D. Anthony Bell, safety for the Browns. This is Ball Talk with Brandy. I'll be right back.
This is WNRV 108.1.
Yeah, can I just get a picture real quick?
Stick to the cheat code. Stick to the I can't tell on them I'm sorry. I can't tell on them I'm sorry.
ATL Jacob, ATL Jacob.
A lot of them go kill if I tell them. And gon' try to snake me out if I let them. My dog came home for a murder, it was fishy. Only time you really make it out is by a stretcher. My clothes told me if I was dead it'd be better. Man, I regret I had nothing in a stretcher. Can't pop a dot too strong, need a Tesla. Jeans by Miri 2000 for the sweater. My homie got my homie pregnant, it was hectic. I'm from Chicago, I sleep with my weapon. I know an old head who stitch, he infected. My veil said say they self and they did it. Come on. I done got hot, got nerves. I done went broke twice, kept splurging. Made a play with up in person. Cause that FaceTime really won't work. 2 calls from the jail, I'm emerging. Gotta talk to my dog, it's urgent. Can I talk to my child, it's urgent. Know a set you up for some purses. Them keep dying and the streets. My tape went diamond in the streets. I ain't gon' talk about no murders. I ain't gon' talk about no robberies. I ain't gon' trick up on no scams. I can't tell on them I'm sorry. I can't tell on them I'm sorry. I can't tell on them I can't tell on them I'm sorry. I can't tell on them stick to the G code. 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 No, I can't tell on them I'm sorry. No, I can't tell on him I'm sorry. I don't know about nobody's I'm sorry. I don't know about look, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. If you play games, you get played like a toy. You're in a bitch, please don't talk to your star. And it's like the movie, I'm the one that be starring. I'm in New York like I play in the garden. They know I'm ballin' just like I am Harden. Deep, no, my pocket's the largest. They see the foreigns, they be parking. I got these diamonds, they shining on me. That's why these be flying to me. Deep geeking, ain't for no reason. I got a different time every weekend. I got these they hating on me. I got these they waiting on me. They say the internet is undefeated, but not one time have I felt defeated. Yeah, I got them addicted. I gotta watch my back knowing they wicked. Yeah, with me it gets sticky. I blow a ticket cause I got no limit. Yeah, she roll with me cause I'm winning. They hate that I'm spitting, I take that offensive. Yeah, I can just snap and say on my critics, I done it. They hate that I did it.
I ain't gon' talk about no murders. I ain't gon' talk about no robberies. I ain't gon' trick up on no scams. I can't tell on them I'm sorry. I can't tell on them I'm sorry. I can't tell on them I can't tell on them I'm sorry. I can't tell on them stick to the G code. 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 No, I can't tell on them I'm sorry. No, I can't tell on him I'm sorry. I don't know about nobody's I'm sorry. I don't know about look, I'm sorry. Yeah.
What up, man? It's your boy Big Hef, man. I'm tapped in with my homegirl Brandy. Yo, this is Ball Talk. We talking sports. We talking that action. Yeah.
Welcome back to Ball Talk. Your favorite sports girl is in the building. To finish off the show, I'm going to talk some NBA basketball as the season is wrapping up this Sunday. First, we're going to look at Steph Curry. He has had the most 50-point games after turning 30 years old in NBA history. Him and Wilt Chamberlain are tied at 37, and Michael Jordan is right behind him with 6. Also looking at Steph's teammate, Andrew Wiggins. He has been out for the past 21 games due to a family matter, and the Warriors said that he is expected to be back early this week, so that will definitely help the Warriors as they are going to be making their playoff push. Andrew Wiggins has played 37 games this season and started all 37. In those games, he's averaged 17 points along with 2 assists and 5 rebounds. Then looking at the Toronto Raptors, Fred VanVleet broke the Raptors' all-time record for assists in a game, which helped Toronto move to number 8 in the East. He recorded a 20-20 game. Yeah, I know that sounds crazy, but Fred VanVleet last night did score 20 points and 20 assists along with 5 rebounds in their win over the Charlotte Hornets by 20. Also, another crazy stat, he's had his new nickname since he got traded to Brooklyn. Brooklyn Bridges, also known as Mikal Bridges. He has yet to miss a game in his basketball career. He's currently on track to play 83 games this season. In the last 10 games with the Brooklyn Nets, he's averaged 30 points along with 4.5 rebounds and almost 3 assists. To put in perspective, Mikal was drafted in 2018, so if he can play the last remaining few games, this would be his 6th season in a row where he's played all games. I've spoken in previous shows as there's been a lot of talk about NBA load management, but it looks like Mikal Bridges is not one of them. Also, recently the San Antonio Spurs had 22 threes in a game to set a new single-game franchise record, and Anthony Davis put up his 5th game with 35 points and 15 boards, which is the most in a season by a Laker since Shaquille O'Neal in the 1999 and 2000 season. Also, the past shows I talk about Lonzo Ball and how he was shut down for the rest of this season. He's now going to have another knee procedure, which would be his 3rd surgery. They say he can miss all of next season. If he's able to return, he will be the first NBA player to return from a cartilage transplant surgery. But that looks like this is the end of the show. Next up, you guys do have DJ Shawnee Sean and the Bourbon Brothers. You guys are going to check them out. Tune in next week. You guys never know what special guests I'm going to have pulling up. This is Ball Talk with Brandy. I'll talk to you guys next week.
From behind the backboard. What a shot. An incredible shot by LeBron James. Here comes
Think they on the radio, the way they all talk. As long as the show steady on, I can never fall off. They tune in too heavy though, I can never call off. Take the shot on every go, sorry I'm a ball hog. This that ball talk, this that ball talk, this that ball talk, this that ball talk, yeah. This that ball talk, this that ball talk, this that ball talk, this that ball talk, yeah.